Good game. Hi, I'm Peter Jarrette and welcome to Gossip TV. I'd like you to meet our Italian correspondents, Serena.
Ciao a tutti gli italiani.
And Fredrico.
Ciao belli.
You're going to see some more of them in the weeks to come, and right now, it's this week's episode of Gossip TV. First, it was Alec Baldwin spouting demeaning and misogynistic remarks against Filipino women. Now it's Gordon Ramsay's turn, and he's cooked up a whole mess of meanness that's been directed back to him by Australia's many women's groups. During a demonstration recently in Melbourne, the TV chef had harsh words to dish out towards a female journalist, a one Tracy Grimshaw, who he referred to as a pig and called her a lesbian to the crowd. After the audience responded negatively to his rant, Ramsay, aghast, defended himself by saying, "What? I'm not saying she's a dyke." And now leading spokespeople for the women's groups are calling for the TV chef to be booted out of Australia. It seems, according to insiders, Gordon Ramsay has finally crossed the line. Meanwhile, in Whitney Houston comeback news, with an album expected to drop in September after a 7-year absence from recording, the diva is expected to hit the world's publicity machine once again. However, the ex-druggy diva's camp insists Whitney will not sing like a canary to any journalist who bring up her past drug use. And Houston industry insiders say that this is a bad move for the singer, as no self-respecting major league journo would agree to those sorts of conditions set by her PR department. Global audiences are riveted by stories of fallen idols rising again, and to hold back on all the dirty doings in today's day and age would get her nowhere fast. However, gossip says welcome back Whitney, and better luck and lovers this time around. Now in the mad world of Mariah Carey. Mariah's new film, Tennessee, has bombed big time at the US box offices, opening in only 15 theaters nationwide. Reports are saying that only 5 to 6 people showed up to each screening over the 3-day release period, Friday to Sunday. Her past film offering, Glitter, was considered to be a huge flop, which may have made Mimi mad there for a while, and the failure of Tennessee might have the men in the white coats readying their butterfly nets one more time. And now news from above. Pete Doherty was found hunched over in the economy class toilets of a British Airways flight recently en route to Geneva. Passengers say that halfway through the flight, Pete Doherty left his seat. He was gone for over 25 minutes. When the tannoy announced their arrival in Geneva, cabin crew knocked on the door, eventually having to break it down to extract a passed-out Mr. Doherty and escort him back to his seat, apparently looking worse for wear. A needle was found in the toilet's bin. Mr. Doherty was arrested on arrival in Geneva and later posted bail and was released that day. And now some news from Slumdog Millionaire's puppies. The young actress Rubina Ali, it is said, is set to release her memoir. She is only 9 years old. According to her publicist and the book's publisher, Rubina will be telling the story of her life living in the slums of Mumbai, surrounded by open sewage and rats. She also tells the story of living closely with her ever-loving family in the shack. She refers to her ever-loving siblings and her ever-loving father, who only recently, earlier this year, tried to sell the young actress to a Dubai sheikh. Now, insiders reckon this is yet another blockbuster that the poor young actress will see very little money from. Gossip has 2 shout-outs this week. First, to event organizer Alicia Seeley in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and also a very special shout-out to myself, Peter Jarrette, for my radio show, which debuts at www.radiobasingstoke.co.uk this Sunday, June the 14th. A monthly format. Well, from Mumbai to Rome, join us next week when we may very well have some good Italian gossip for you. Well, that's another episode of Gossip TV for this week. I'm Peter Jarrette. Ciao.
Ciao, Gossip TV.
See you next week.
Mambo Italiano, hey, hey, mambo. Mambo Italiano, go, go, go. You make
Stop a Siciliana, all you Calabrese do the mambo like a crazy with the hey mambo.